Then let's say I will ask to enter qebro.pro@gmail.com as email. All natural language. I didn't give any locators, so I didn't give any specific terms, no keywords, anything. Just the natural language I try with. Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to QA Bro. On another Friday, I'm back with another video. So, if you were following our last videos, you know that we are on our LambaTest playlist. And finally, we have come to an end to this playlist as well. So today, this will be the last video on this LambaTest platform. And today I'm going to talk about some interesting things related to the how AI, artificial intelligence, has come into help the role of the quality engineers. So LambaTest has introduced this new feature called Kane AI, which is the first E2E artificial intelligence related feature on any platform. So here on the LambaTest platform, you will see on the left panel as the option the Kane AI. So from that you can come to this landing page, and here you will see still the beta version is available. Yeah, you can try out the beta version, and even the beta version have so many options, so that makes really interesting to see the final product and see like what features will be there on the final feature, that so many things we can achieve on the beta version as well. So yeah, the Kane AI simply like you can use to generate your test steps or test cases, your automation. So it will help you with creating all these things, and it will save your time. And yeah, if you need, you can change or do any updates to these auto-generated test cases or the steps or anything. So yeah, here there are like two options. Like either you can go to create the web test, and then you can give step-by-step guide for natural language, and then it will detect what we say and it will try to generate the test steps with the automation for us. Or else here you can either easily describe at once like what you need to achieve, and then it will try to generate the full test case without this step. Or here it means like you need to go step by step. Here at once you can try to describe what you need to achieve, and then you can ask KaneAI to create the test case and the script for you. So those two options are there. And also here, if you see hidden, we can enable some advanced settings, like if you need to have a tunnel, so you can create the tunnel from there. And also if you want to change the geolocation to run your test cases, that option is also available here. So those options are available. And then yeah, first I will go with the first option to step-by-step process, and then I will show you how you can create the test case using this describe option as well. Okay, so when I come to the create test case by this step-by-step option, here is the view. Here I got the Google Chrome browser open as well. And then here you can see a place where you can write your test steps. So let's try first. Okay, I will say go to lambdatest.com. So all like natural language I'm giving, no any specific keywords or anything. I just gave the natural language and asked to visit the lambdatest.com website, and here on the browser window you can see it loaded the lambdatest.com. Then here if you check on the options, like here it shows as open, and then here if you think like the actual outcome was not what you want, you can mark it to like to give some feedback to the KaneAI to help them develop. And also yeah, those options are there. Then let's say I will give, okay, I want to go to, let's say I want to click on this get started free button. So I will ask them to click on the free trial button. Let's say, because here it says like get started free, not free trial. But yeah, let's ask him to click on the free trial button, and let's see whether it will try to detect the exact button, because there are multiple other buttons as well here. book a demo button is there. Here get started free button is there, and start free with email button here, and start free with Google button is here. So there are like some different buttons. So here is the like where on the text it says like get started free. So it goes with the like the free trial button. So I will ask KaneAI to click on the free trial button, and let's see what it will do. Okay, you can see, so it shows as analyzing. Let's see, it might take some time. Okay, click on get started free button. Cool, right? So it came to the get started for free page because it clicked on the button. And like if you want to know like whether it clicked on the exact button you wanted, so here okay, here some detail is also there. It says that the instruction is to click on the free trial button. Based on the screenshot and tag descriptions, the get started free button seems to be the free trial button. So okay, so it detected, so it gives a conclusion like how it find the exact button to click. So here the based on the tag descriptions and the button text, it assumed that the get started free button is the one which I meant as the free trial button. And here they have attached a screenshot as well. So here if you okay, cool. So here you can see on the right hand side corner the red color, it's marked, the correct button was marked with the red color border. So that's the button which was clicked. Okay, then yeah, then let's say I will ask to okay, enter qebro.pro@gmail.com as email. All natural language. I didn't give any locators, so I didn't give any specific terms, no keywords, anything. Just the natural language I try with. So here, so okay, what are the advantages of this? We need to discuss that as well. Like, okay, so anyone who is not, let's say, not who is not familiar with any languages, programming languages, so any automation frameworks or tools, technologies. So anyone who is not much technical, even can now start coding or start creating automation scripts with these web agents, the Kane AI, such similar tools. Even let's say the business analysts, so anything, even though they were not technical or they have no idea about the other language or the framework, still anyone can, or even one who start today at their job can come and start working using these tools like the Kane AI. So you just need to give the natural language here, like even let's say you were referring to the SRS document and then it say like the features. So after referring, then you can come to the Kane AI and then you can give the steps in natural language and ask KaneAI to do the rest, and then it will do all these steps and generations, and then you can just look for the expected outcome based on the SRS document, and then you can do the actual outcome versus the expected outcome. These assertions you can do, and then you can raise any bugs likewise. So it's very easy, no special training is needed or nothing else to learn in specific to start here. I mean, yeah, you need to learn about the QA practice, the process, the foundation level things, but I mean like nothing specific here. Mean like no need to learn any keywords or no need to learn any language or frameworks. You can jump in and start with creating these test cases and the scripts using the KaneAI. Okay, in the meantime, so I asked to enter the qvbro.pro@gmail.com email in the email as the email. So here you can see it detected exactly like which input was the email, because there were two inputs, one for the email and one for the password. So yeah, it correctly detected the input field for the email and it entered qvbro.pro@gmail.com as the email. And here again, input field with placeholder business email. So it detected the correct input from the placeholder text. The instruction is to enter qvbro.pro@gmail.com as email, which is a type operation. The target element is the input field with placeholder business email. Okay, so here in blue color also they say like how they detected the exact element, and here they give some more description as well, and also they say like what were the type of action. So here if you see, it's a click because I asked to click on the button, and here it shows as T type because I asked to type some text on the input field. And if you check on the first one, here it says open because I asked to open the website. So the action was open. Here action was a click. And the last one action was a type. So likewise, there are different actions as well. So that differentiation is also visible. And here again, the screenshot is there. And here, okay, it marked on this red color border the correct input field. Okay, then I will ask to click on the sign up button. It should give an error for the password field. Then we can write the session to validate that particular error message. Okay, click. Okay, to make things more interesting, let's say, okay, click sign up button. Okay, here you can see while the test is running, either you can pause or abort the step as well. That option is also there. Okay, so it clicked on the sign up button, and then yeah, it was a click action. Now you can see the error message is there. So okay, check an error message. Check an error. So check an error message is visible for empty password. Okay. So since here now I can say please enter correct password, that particular message is there. So I asked him to assert for that to check whether the particular message is visible. So let's see whether it will detect it. Okay, cool. So it was able to detect it, and here visual query. Okay, the type is a visual query because I asked to do a assertion on a visual message and error message for empty password. The instruction is to check if the error message for the empty password is visible, which is a query operation. Error message is present in the viewpoint, and the screenshot is there. Okay, it detected the correct place. And then let's try to add another one. Okay, no. So here also now you saw that whether how I came to this particular point, like I gave all the steps in the natural language on the particular place, and here okay, here you can see on clicking the plus, now I can add JavaScript and API as well. So here if you wanted to do more things, like on here what I show you is like how to perform some UI operations, some steps on the UI level. But if you want to do some extra things inside this, because like when we write the UI test cases, sometimes some parts we will achieve through the API, or else when the UI is there, we might need to run some JavaScript queries as well. So those things also you can achieve here. So I clicked on this plus icon, then it gave this JavaScript API option. So I can go to the API and I can fill these key value pairs for a particular API to call, and I can give the authorization, header, body, those parameters are there, and the URL. So then that way you can so for example here it come to up to here through the UI steps, and then here I can ask him to run an API test case or test step. Then it will get the, let's say, the output. Then based on the output I can do something else. So, and also here there's the next option to run or execute a JavaScript snippet as well. So here is the option, I can copy paste the JavaScript snippet which I need, and then it will execute that. So likewise you can do combine API, JavaScript, UI, all these steps within your test case very easily. And also here, like all I achieved through like the KaneAI's help, where I just give the instruction. But if you think like if you want to go and do some manual interaction, the option is also there. Here you will see button called manual interaction, and also here that particular option is there. I just need to click on the manual interaction. Okay, now you will see it changed. Now it changed to interactive mode, and here also it says recording the manual interaction steps. So then now I can come and perform any action which I need on this particular browser window. For example, okay, here is the sign in link. I will click on that again. Okay, and then it come to the this particular page, and here you can see click on. So the locator is also there, and it was a click operation. The operation was performed by the user, the locator, everything is there. It was detected correctly. And then I will click on the login button. Okay, so let's say click operation. Okay, it was detected. Okay, click on the login button. It took the locator and it was marked as a click operation as well. Here it shows the difference. This icon is there to show that same, the interactive mode. So here you can differentiate between the steps. So anyone come here now, it knows that when comparing this particular step, that this was made through the KaneAI giving the instruction, and this was made through the interactive mode. Okay, then I will turn off the interactive mode from here. Here you can see again interaction mode was on. Then I create the 2 steps, and then the interaction mode was off. Then I will ask to verify error messages present for email and password. Okay. Now again on the instruction mode, it will execute the step and it will try to validate the visual query again. Let's see. Okay, visual query, error message for email. Okay, so here again, cool. So here I asked to do 2 visual queries to verify the error message for both email and password. Here you can see those are on 2 different locations. So it detected as 2 assertions. First it did the visual query for the email, and then it did the visual query for the password field. So as 2 separate ones, and here verify if email equals true. Okay, should assert if error message is present for email password, and it marked as assertion is true. Here, since I give as the keyword maybe verify, because here I ask like check an error message, but here I give like verify error message. So it detected that from the verify was like taken as kind of assertion keyword, and then here it gives a result as well. The assertion was true. So likewise, you can create a full test case with giving instructions, and then yeah. So now let's say I complete my test case because all the assertions are done. So I need to save this now to rerun later to add to my test plan. So here there is the option like the finish test, and also here you can see execute a date and queued those options. And then if I want to rerun just to verify this, okay, let's retry that. The rerun option, before saving I will do the rerun to run the whole test case again, full all the steps. And okay, here now you can see executed 0, queued 7, because all here like there were 8 steps. Okay, now executed 1, queue 6. Likewise, it will update accordingly, and you can see step by step it will run through my whole test case. Okay, again, if you need, you can pause so about as well. Still, it's trying to this time, yeah, on the second step. It's taking some time. Okay. Okay, it took. Okay, get started free. Okay, it passed. Then it come to enter the email here. Pay attention to this field. Still, it didn't. It takes. Okay, it entered. Now we need to click on the button, and then to verify the error message here. And then it's interesting because the next 2 steps here I do through the manual interaction. So let's see whether it will detect correctly this time as well when we run through that. Okay, those 2 are also detected because it has this the particular locator. And then finally our assertion is executing now to verify the error messages for the email and the password. Okay, it was also passed. Seems yeah, the first visual query is done, second one is also done, and finally it's checking for the assertion. Okay, it also passed. So our test case is passed, everything looks good. Here you can see the variables as well. Okay, so the error message visibility, email error visibility, password error visibility. If you want to check for the key value pairs, you can change it. Let's say next time I don't want to do this particular assertion for the email. So here you can put as false. Okay, likewise, some variables also you can define. And then now I will try to finish my test case, and it will come to now. It says unsaved session. Okay, here I can select the project, and then I can select a folder, and then I can give a name for the test case and a description. That also auto-generated some information through KaneAI, the sign up and login error message. User will navigate to LambaTest website to initiate a sign up process with email address. Then they will then intentionally leave the password field empty to trigger an error message. Following this, user will attempt to log in with the same email to verify the appropriate error messages are displayed for both the empty password and then the login attempt. So it summarizes what we did, and then here you can select, okay, I will put as functional test. The status, I say, okay, this is ready, and I will give some tags as UI. So this, we discussed this, the test management part in the Lambda test, and here you can save the test case. Okay, once I saved it, opened the test manager, and here again it shows the test case, all these steps. And here also you can see the code. The code was done using Python and Selenium, still generating. And if there are any runs, then the issues you can tag here, and the version history also you can see. Okay, now the code was generated. Seems no, it still takes some time. Let's say the generating. We'll check that as well. And again, from here also, if you want, you can edit the steps and do any necessary changes you need. And also, yeah, those things you can do. And here I will save it, the test case. And then, okay, no need to save since we didn't do any updates. Okay, so we'll come to the code again. No, it's generating. Okay, let's give some time and see the generated code. So it seems like it still takes some time to generate. So till that, let's go to the second option here on the KaneAI, the home page. So first we went with this create web test option, the step-by-step process. Now we'll try with this describe part. So here, let's say I will give, okay, visit lambdatest.com website and click on free trial button, then enter qebro.pro@gmail.com for the email field and click the sign up button. Finally, verify the error message for the empty password. So the same, without giving the step-by-step, the whole the test case I explained here. And then here, okay, let's execute it and let's see whether it will be able to create the full test case for us. Okay, here it comes. Okay, there is an error showing. Okay, URL is required. Okay, here I can now it detected the email as qebro.pro@gmail.com, but it asked for the URL. So I will give the URL as lambdatest.com. So those are the test data, and the current state you can mark as logged out or logged in. So I will keep it as logged out. And here it generates some outcomes. User should be able to click on the free trial button. User should be able to enter email. User should be able to click the sign up button, and the error message for the empty password should be verified. And the error message here, error message for empty password, and the user inputs. Likewise, it detected different actions, the outcomes, expected outcomes, and those stuff, and test data, the parameters, everything it detected correctly from my description. And here I can directly select a project to save and the folder and the type. Okay, and I can add the UI as the tag. Those things are there. And then I will schedule the task. Now it will run and it will try to go through the steps which it was detected. So here there are 3 tabs: pending, executed, and draft. It's in pending, and we can see the live preview as well. Okay, it will open the browser. First step was already done. Go to LambaTest, then click on the start free trial was also done. We came to the sign up page. Then it shows us thinking because it's trying to detect the test step as well. So see, it took us different steps as well. First step, go to LambaTest. Next step, click on the free trial button. Next step, enter the email. Okay, here entered correctly. Then next step should be click on this button. So step by step it detected the I gave only the description. So it generated different steps as well. Okay, and then this one also done. So here also you can see open action, click action, type action. Then we now here the visual query to verify this particular error message. Okay, that was also done. Now let's check the screenshot. Okay, here it detected the exact point, the error message. The visual query is also done. Okay, and then it finished our test case. It went through all the given steps correctly. Okay, then it was moved from the pending to executed. And okay, so here it says like updated in 4 hours, but I create the test now. So yeah, this is something for LambaTest to check. And then we have a draft section as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter since it's on the beta. Okay. So here also now I can view my test case. Again, the same way, all the steps are there. The query is also there. Same details on the test manager. And here for this also now it will generate the code. And okay, it marked the issue. There is an issue saying the error message for the empty password was not captured successfully. Why? Let's see. So it creates the steps and then expected outcome, actual outcome, and it gives some additional context as well. And the screenshot was also added. But here, now let's go back to the summary and see here what it happened. Okay, it detected the error message correctly. Visual query, please enter a desired password in error message for. Okay, it detected. But it marked it as an issue saying error message was not captured successfully. Okay, so yeah, so those things happen. So this is an invalid bug. So you need to mark this bug as invalid and then you can close it. But I don't see an option to like mark invalid or to close or change status anywhere here. Okay, here the version history. Okay, issues, runs, code. Still generated. Okay, now let's see the previous one. Okay, by now the test has been generated, the script. So here there is option to run on the hyper execute. We have discussed about hyper execute. So it will run very fast. So the time will be reduced to execute. And here you can view the code as well. Okay, it generated multiple files. First one UI actions Python file. Here we have, okay, all the functions are there for the here. Okay, here you can see execute script, then okay, it generated this script with all the things which we need. And then there is another one called the test.python. So here is my test. So for the methods which were used in the UI action, here from this it will call and it will execute. And then I have a requirement.txt txt file with the Selenium version, and then I have another one called operations metadata JSON. Okay, metadata file is also there, and here you can download it directly, and then later you can run it locally as well. So that is very cool. It okay here also now for this particular test also it generated the code. Now like here again from because now I'm in the test manager, here it shows the option to go to the KaneAI. And here is my KaneAI. Now one option, okay, running tasks here and the recent tests, those things you can view on the KaneAI. Okay, now my issue was like we had a bug, but I don't see any option to resolve this issue or to close this issue or anything. Maybe, okay, maybe let's edit the steps. No, let's run this one on hyper execute and see after the this run what will happen to our issue, whether it will be okay. So here also you can see pre-step, scenario, post steps, likewise the breakdown is there, and all the information also you can see here. The log is there because now this is running on hyper execute, you can see. And so since this is running on a hyper execute, we are expecting this to finish earlier than the previous time. Okay, runtime setup was done, and now the pre-steps are running. It was also done. Okay, discovery. Okay, here you can see visit the LambaTest website, the description, the execution is started. Scenarios here, you can see now test execution is started, and here okay, you can see the logs for the execution. Let's see, it should end soon. Okay, test was completed, and so you can see test duration was 14 seconds, and the job duration was like 1 minute 27 seconds because it had to deploy everything like the setup runtime, those things also were there, and then it was completed, and the test case was marked as completed. And if I come back here, now let's see, I will go back to the issues. Okay, still the issue is there, and I don't see any option to change the state or anything. Okay, here, okay, no, it's not a button. And yeah, I don't know, maybe since this is the beta version. So hi LambaTest, here I found an issue, and yeah, please help me with resolving this because I don't see any option to change the status of this issue because the issue was invalid, but I don't see how I can remove this. So to delete or mark the issue as an invalid. So yeah, so we can ignore that since this is the beta version, and even the beta version did all these super stuff for us very easily. Previously, imagine like how much time you had to spend on like writing the test case and then generating the script and then verifying the script. All these things were done very quickly. Even without having any knowledge of Python, anyone can do this because the script was generated in Python. Even though, let's say, I don't know Python, but still I can generate the code. I just wanted to give some natural language steps or else the description in clear message, and then I was able to create the test case and this automation and the script as well. Okay, so maybe yeah, let's go to the test manager since it holds everything, and the KaneAI generated. Okay, now the insight is also there. These things which I discussed already under the test manager. So the insights, then the test cases. Okay, in the test case also it shows as this was generated through the KaneAI, two test cases. Then we have, yeah, if I go inside the test cases, here is the issue where it's linked and I see no option. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for the today's video and also for the LambaTest playlist, because now here if you check, we discussed everything. The insights here also again the same. The insights is inside the test manager. Likewise, we have a separate dashboard for all the insights in our project. Here you can create a dashboard. Okay, I will quickly show that as well. And here you can add some templates for, let's say, web automation for all the projects, all the builds, all tests, all builds, all tags, and let's say failed for Chrome. Okay, select all for status all. I will do select all, and OS also, let's say select all, and users also select all. And then, but still, okay, I forgot the dashboard name. I will quickly give as first dashboard, and you can create your dashboard. And here you can see all the widgets were loaded with all the test run details, pass failed status, everything is there. So I don't think that there is anything to explain because we saw about the analytics inside the test manager as well. Similarly, you can create your widgets and your dashboards following given templates here in the insights section as well. So with that, I think we have covered everything in this particular part, and also the more tools. Then the only remaining part is the accessibility. So I will hold this accessibility part till we start our accessibility playlist. At the end of the accessibility playlist, I will cover this part on showing how you can use LambaTest for your accessibility testing as well. Because without knowing what accessibility is or theoretical things, there is no point of jumping back to how to use a tool to test the accessibility. So that's why I stopped it here. Don't worry, I don't forget it. Once I started on the accessibility playlist, definitely I will cover this one, and I will add the video to LambaTest playlist as well. So yeah, so thanks for watching my videos, and also please like, share and subscribe. So also share this with your friends whom you think will get some help with these videos for their career as well. So again, see you next week with another video. So since our LambaTest playlist comes to an end from here, so next week I will start on our next playlist on browser stack, because browser stack also I did a couple of videos for the compatibility testing. Again, browser stack is also a fully functioning platform for the quality engineering process like the LambaTest. You can achieve more other than compatibility testing on browser stack as well. So next couple of weeks we can enjoy with browser stack. So see you and happy testing.